Hi everyone, thank you for joining today's webinar titled Being Paperless Saves the Trees. My name is Carrie and here are the topics that we will be covering today. First, we will start with an overview on how to create a line sheet. Then we will go over text and image separators within your line sheets. We will go over how to print line sheets with barcodes. And lastly, we will create custom line sheets, the line sheet templates in the admin portion of the portal. I'd like to take this time to reiterate that line sheets are created by brand users who have permission to do so in NuORDER. They are a great resource to be able to promote new products and are a highly customizable tool that can be rearranged and made to your preference for buyers. We suggest that you make your line sheets very clean and easy on buyers to shop. A great way of figuring out how to do this is taking a look at your B2C e-commerce site and creating line sheets that mimic that shopping experience within your portal. So with all of that said, let's jump right in and start by navigating to the Products tab on the left-hand side of your screen to pull up your product gallery to create a line sheet. So we'll navigate to the left. We'll go to Products. In the product gallery, you will find all of your live and loaded products within NuORDER. From here, you can start narrowing down what information you'd like on your line sheet by utilizing the filters, which are found over here, and also by using the search bar. Now, for this line sheet, we're going to do a topic-driven line sheet, which we'd like to let you guys know that topic-driven line sheets are very impactful and generate buyer engagement. And they're a great way to address specific product offerings, for example, styles with ATS, a line sheet with new products that you'll be showing at your next trade show, a bestseller list, or if you have a collaboration or a custom collection aside from your seasonal or core collections, you can promote them by having a line sheet dedicated just to those products. But for today, let's go ahead and do an ATS-driven line sheet, and we'll do it by category. So to do this, I'll go to availability to choose ATS because I only want to select items that I have inventory on. And I'll go down to category, and let's say I'm only looking for dresses. So by selecting these two filters, I have now been given a product group that meets these two specifications. So when you're in the product gallery view, which we are with our curated selection, you can select one or more products using the checkboxes in the upper left-hand corner of the product image. So these are those boxes right here. Once you click on one, you will see a bulk option ad up here, which is select all, and then an actions bar to the right. So for this line sheet, since we'd like to include all items that meet the filter criteria, we will go ahead and select all. From there, we can go over to our actions bar and we can click add to line sheet from the menu. So go ahead and add to a line sheet. So from this menu right here in the add to line sheet section, you can add to an existing line sheet that you can see right here. You just be able to select. But in our instance, we're going to create a new line sheet by clicking this button up at the top portion of the box. So we'll create new line sheet. You can enter a name, let's say ATS dresses. Once you've entered your name, you can go ahead and click submit, and this will save this line sheet with this data. Now that we have the line sheet created and we've named it, you can see it at the bottom, we can go over to line sheets, scroll down, and we should be able to find ATS dresses. This is the line sheet that we just created. So let's go ahead and go into that line sheet and discuss cover images, PDF settings, and the text and image separators. So within our line sheet here that we've created, you can see the title is here. Right here is your opportunity to add a cover image, which is stands as like a beautiful image that will be on the first page of your line sheet. You can drag and drop from your desktop an image right into this space, or you can click in, select a photo, open, and now we have this this cover image, right at the top of your line sheet. As you scroll down, you can add a description to your line sheet, And then you can also go into Linesheet settings. In your Linesheet settings, you can create a thumbnail right here, which is going to be a smaller image that'll be used on your homepage to represent the Linesheet. You can come down and select the PDF template that you would like to use. So when you go into that drop-down menu, you'll see you have the 16, 5, 4, and then you can go into and choose a custom template, which we will explore later in this training, in this webinar. Alongside choosing your template, you can also set PDF options to include on your Linesheet. So if this is clicked like this information will show up on the Linesheet. Now, barcode scanning. By clicking barcode, this is indicating that on this Linesheet, when you print it out, barcodes will show up with the products. Now, I would like you guys to know that if you are planning on printing Linesheets with barcodes, we highly suggest you using the 5-product landscape for your template. So the barcode is actually larger when it's printed out and it's easier to scan. So that's just a side note for best practice for printing with barcodes. When you have set up all of this information, you can go ahead and hide Linesheet settings. And now I would like to discuss how you can add image and text separators within your Linesheet. So in order to add text and image separators, we'll go to this blue plus sign down in the left-hand corner, click it to open it up. And along with being able to find your other products that maybe, oh my gosh, we forgot to add in this specific style, you can drag and drop it up in here. And you can also search through your products if there was a specific one that you had forgotten. But in this case, we had filtered down pretty well, so we shouldn't have to add anything. So let's go ahead and add an image separator. This icon here represents the image separator icon. To add an image separator, you click on this icon and you will drag and drop where you would like the image to fall within the products in your Linesheet. Once this box populates, you can again drag and drop a file in and mind the specifications of the photo, but we can also select a file, open, and it will auto-populate the image right into your Linesheet. So now we've got images above here with products, an image separator, and then we also have products. Now on top of this image separator, we can also add text to separate the products in your Linesheet. This is the icon you would use as a text separator. So let's go ahead and again drop it in. When you drop it in, you will have an opportunity to label what you would like the text to say. So let's say top sellers. Click out, and now we have a text separator and we have an image separator that will all fall below our cover image here. So once you have made all of your customizations within this Linesheet, what you'll want to do is in Linesheet settings, you will want to toggle on as active. So this way it will be available to your team. Now let's go ahead and download this Linesheet so you guys can see what it will look like. We'll go ahead and do it in a PDF format. Since I want to use barcodes, I'm going to switch this to a 5-product landscape, and we'll download it to see what it would look like. And we'll hang tight as this populates. All right, so here's the Linesheet we've created with our cover image here. The name of the Linesheet will show up here, ATS dresses. And again, it will fall as we had set it up in the creation. So we have our images here with the barcodes. We have our image separator that we indicated we would like in between these products. And then you will also see that we have our text separator right here that we also included. So all of the information that we indicated and is now showing up on this Linesheet. It really creates a beautiful presentation for your buyers and is more than just CADs and a Linesheet that they're flipping through. It's just a beautiful assortment, and it really complements the imagery and grabs the buyer's attention. So now that we've seen what the images look like from the front end of NuORDER, let's go ahead and head into the admin section so we can create a custom line sheet template. So to do this, you will go to Brand Admin and navigate over to the Manage Line Sheet Custom Templates section right here. So we'll click in here. Once you're in here, you will be taken to a screen, which is the screen right here, where you can view the existing templates you created, as well as edit and delete the existing templates. So all of these are right here. Now, in this instance, the second option you have is to create an entirely new template from scratch by clicking over to the second tab. The first step by creating a new template is to select the layout of your preference. So currently our templates support a 16 products per page or a 5 products per page option. So for this instance, let's choose a 5 products per page. So once you select your template, the next step is to select which fields from your data you will be displaying on the line sheet. This is especially helpful if you have any custom field setup that you would like to display, such as fabrication, country of origin, but it's also equally as important to, of course, have the style number and other key data fields included. So to add a product data field underneath the image, it is a drag and drop system. So if I would like style number, I'll click it and I will drag the field and drop it here. Say I'd like to have the season show up after style number, then the style name. So you can add these to your discretion, and it can hold all the way down to 18 fields. The next step is to go ahead and save your template. So we can save this as, let's say, Carrie template. There we go. You can add a brief description, and then here it will show exactly how you have set it up here and the fields that you'd like to include. Now, you have 2 options. Of course, you can save this as a draft, so you can always go back and make changes, or you can save and publish. So let's go ahead and save and publish this so we can go and see it on the front end. So we'll go back over to our line sheet section and find this template that we've just created. We're going to go ahead and do a refresh. So let's create a new line sheet now that we have made our template. We'll create a new line sheet. Again, you have your options here. To find the template, you'll go into View Line Sheet Settings. And here, when we drop down to the PDF template, you should be able to find the template that you created on your admin side, which is right here. So in review, today we have covered how to create a line sheet, how to incorporate the image and text separators, how to print line sheets with barcodes, and how to create your custom templates. I really hope this webinar was helpful and encourages you all to start creating or to create even more curated, topic-driven merchandise line sheets for your buyers and to get those sales up. Thank you for listening, and make sure you tune into next week's webinar and make sure you're registered so you can get more topics on NuORDER. Thank you so much.